So here we go, boys, getting into the best build in the game. So, what's going on, Jurrisco gang? Coming at y'all boys with another banger. And today, the video y'all boys been waiting on, we got the best build in Madden 26 Superstar for y'all boys. Y'all already know what time it is. Let's get into it. So yes, boys, it is time. Y'all boys been asking for this build. Everybody named Mama been asking where's the best build right now. Because I'm not gonna lie, boys, they actually did kind of change up the builder in certain parts that you wouldn't even think. So, like I said, we're gonna talk about today. Our YouTube members already knew about the build. So if you guys want early access to builds, videos, and you get the highest priority when we start doing build requests, make sure you guys check out the YouTube members, because I'm telling you right now, they get a lot of stuff. And also make sure you guys are in the community Discord. We have a lot of things popping off over there. The biggest Superstar Discord in the world right now. So make sure you guys join the Discord. And also make sure you guys let me know in the comments below after you go ahead and like the video. Let me know in the comments below what build we want to do next. I'm already thinking about cornerback because I already have my cornerback build ready to go, and because a lot of people use it in the new 1v1 mode. But like I said, let me know in the comments below. So here we go, boys, getting into the best build in the game. So right off the rip, a lot of y'all boys gonna ask me, why am I going wide receiver? Because yes, y'all already know it's a wide receiver build. First thing is, the wide receiver build, especially this year, is the best versatile, most overall build in the game right now, in terms of being able to play defense, offense, running back, core, like being able to play damn near every single position, every single way, and just be able to play everything without all like the showdown, the builds, and everything like that. Right now, the wide receiver build is the build right now. I've been playing this game since yesterday. I'm a 98 overall. I've been playing Showdown, the 1v1 mode. I played over like 35 games, probably lost 3 times. I'm gonna say it right now, the wide receiver build is the most versatile build right now. Like I said, playing defense, offense, everything in the book. Now, here we go. Hopping into this build, wide receiver once again. I did go ahead and import him from Road to Glory College Football. If you can't do that, my nigga, I don't know what the hell to tell you. I did go ahead and import him, and I do get 23 creation points on this build to use for my build. So, boom, first things first. Body type. We went ahead and went with Slim. I mean, there's really nothing else to say about this, just like last year. Slim is the best body type. There is no glitch this year, boys. Last year we had the glitch where we can, get a muscular body type and then, do the glitch where it would still count as a Slim. That's not in the game. So, yes, we're going with Slim this year, and it looks like that's going to be how it is the entire year. Now, height, weight. There's going to be the thing. There's actually 2 ways you can go about this. So, if you're going to be more into the 1v1, more into just like the wide receiver versus DB mode, I would recommend actually going a 6-foot build. Yes, you heard me right, 6 foot. The reason why is because the 1v1 mode actually rewards your change direction and kind of like how fast you are rather than how tall you are. So I played with, like I said, this 6-foot build a lot, and I'll probably have some clips somewhere on the screen, but it rewards your speed more in that mode rather than Showdown. So if you're going to be playing 1v1 all the time, if that's going to be the only mode you play, go 6 foot. That's it. Go 6 foot. You need that speed. You need that change direction. You need to feel that like that agility on your player. You need to be 6 foot. That's basically it. Yes, there's a chance to get head tapped, whatever the case is, but it's not as bad as you would think. You still get knockouts in that mode. Even with a wide receiver, you still get knockouts, you still get PBUs. You're not gonna get head tapped like you would think. So I'm telling you right now, go 6 foot, especially because when you got on offense, you can just burn right through people. So 6 foot is the way to go 100%, 190 pounds. Now, if you're gonna be on Showdown, if you're gonna be more of a Showdown guy, oh yeah, we moving this thing up to 6'9". Yes, if you're gonna be on Showdown, you need to be 6'9". The reason why, the field is more condensed and you need to be able to cover ground with your height, basically. So when you're in Showdown, if you're 6'9" and you're that tall and the field is more condensed, you can basically break up a lot more passes because you're that tall, basically, because like I said, the field is shorter. In Showdown, you're not really rewarded for your speed as much because, once again, the field isn't as big. You don't have to cover as much ground. You're gonna be in Showdown, 6'9" is crucial, especially because in Showdown, this is where you'll also face the taller, bigger builds also, just because that's how the Showdown kind of is. That's how people normally play Showdowns with these bigger builds. You basically have to be 6'9" in that mode, 100%. Like, it's not even a debate, honestly. You really can't be 6 foot in Showdown. Now, if you want to just pick one and just stick to it, I would say we go with 6'9" if you want to just stick with one. But once again, if you want to go 6 foot and you're going to be a 1v1, you know, that wide receiver versus Demi-God, go 6 foot. If you're going to be in Showdown most of the time, go with 6'9". And that's what I would say, 100%. When you're starting with this build, you're obviously gonna feel slow if you're 6'9". If you want to go 6 foot and maybe, you know, be a little bit faster off the rip and then change over later down, when you get to like a 95, 99 overall, you could do that also. Next thing we're gonna talk about is gonna be the most important thing in my opinion. That's gonna be the ratings, boys. So once again, I have 23 creation points to use with this build. If you only have 18, we'll talk about that in a second. If you guys don't know how to import a player, I'll have it somewhere on the screen to that video. But here we go with the ratings. So first thing is, EA actually did go ahead and update this a little bit because they did add a toughness rating and an agility rating. Now, I did not touch these ratings as you see on this build, but they do kind of matter in some aspects. But once again, I didn't touch them in this with this build. So first thing is, we did go ahead and max out speed. Speed, obviously, is the number one thing you have to max out on these builds, 100%. This was something that's not a debate. You have to max this out. Now, next thing right after that, we have change direction. I went ahead and put 2 creation points on this just to get over that 90 threshold with that change direction. This is for when you do not have the ball and you want to change from left to right and go basically lateral. Basically, that's going to be how well you kind of like go lateral left to right. So, had to get to 93 there. Acceleration, 96. This basically is whenever your player is running and you'll have the ball in your hand, or let's say even when you don't, once you get in a certain animation, you'll know you have reached your acceleration point. So let's say if you do not touch this, is at 87. It's going to take a lot longer to hit that certain animation, and you'll know the animation. It'll basically be your running animation that you'll basically take forever to hit it. So the reason why we go 96 is because it'll get us in that running animation faster than if we have it at a lower acceleration. So when that max that out. Next thing is going to be jumping at 87. Now, we actually really don't even like need to put this up too much. I could have got this to 90, but honestly, when I was even using my 6 foot build, when I had that 6 foot, I was still getting a bunch of good, like really good animations with jumping and get interceptions. So realistically, I would say leave us at 87. I think it's the best place to be. You got a little bit there, but not too much where you feel like you're not, having to do too much for it. So 87 is a really good spot for this. With the skill ratings, here we go. We have 99 catching. 99 catching is by far the best thing on this build. When you go ahead and look at their abilities, you do get gold sticky fingers. Players with this ability have a significantly increased chance to catch any pass. By far one of the best things in this game, probably one of the best abilities. You need to have this on your build. 100%, this is gonna be the first thing you upgrade on this build. The number one thing on this build is that catching rating, 100%. Right after that, spectacular catch, 99. Another one, right after that, the second most important ability on this build, right here, see Showboat. Players with this ability have a significantly improved catching mid-air. So what that basically means is when you're going up for the ball, you have a way better chance of getting that thing, which is way better than how it was last year. So basically, this is like a must. This is the number 2 thing you must have on this build is that spec catch. And right after that is catcher traffic. Another one, once again, probably the third best one. You can really debate on that, but you see right here, iron grip on gold. With this ability, have a significantly increased chance to catch passes when tackled. So basically this means if someone puts you like in a catch tackle animation, you have a way better chance of catching it through that animation. So catcher traffic, probably I would say probably the third best thing on this build, the third most thing you have to upgrade. So yes, this is gonna be the third thing. Now the fourth thing, this is gonna depend on really what mode you're gonna play. I would actually say take off this juke move and put this towards your deep route running, because the deep route running actually helps when you're catching deep down the field and when you're cutting with the left trigger, which is like the way to kind of cut with your route running basically. This is gonna be essential if you're gonna be playing 1v1. If you're gonna be playing 3v3, you don't need this realistically. You really want that juke move because the juke move is a really good move. It's probably the best move in this game right now. The spin is pretty good too, but it takes up a lot of stamina and it's not as glitchy as it was last year. I would say the juke move is a lot more efficient, and I would say it puts people in animations. All my guys who only have 18 creation points, this is what I will say. Go ahead and take off jump, take off this juke, and then take 1 off of release. So if you only have 18 creation points, this is what you're gonna go up right here. It's not, like I said, the best thing ever because, you know, you're missing a couple things. But if you gotta do what you gotta do, this is what you do with 18 creation points. Next thing we're going to talk about is going to be the abilities. So just like with the rating, it's going to be kind of similar, but you will see right here with the X Factor, you got to go with double me. This is by far the best X Factor probably in the game, especially for wide receivers. Double me is easily the #1 you have to go right here. You have to go with double me. Aggressive receivers overpower defense and attack the football. When they're in the zone, this ability increases their success rate on aggressive catches against single coverage. By far, once again, #1 X Factor you have to have on. Right after that, once again, sticky fingers. I don't have all these on go, but once again, you want to get these to go as fast as you can. Sticky fingers is the first one you really get the go to have on. It's gonna be sticky fingers. We already talked about that. Showboat, insane ability. That's the second one you're gonna have on. Now, there's gonna be a one that is gonna help out with the route running. So you've seen we did not talk about route running. We haven't, you know, touched it really. Especially if you know we didn't. If you're gonna go with the juke over the deep route running, this is gonna be your next best bet of getting that route running. It's gonna be route technician. Receivers with this ability have a high success rate when creating separation on the last cut of any route. So this is really good, actually. This is probably the one that's gonna help out with that route running, help you break all of these receivers with that left trigger. So this is gonna be a must-have on your wide receiver, especially if you don't upgrade route running at all. Gotta have this route technician. Right after that, Juke Elite, I was gonna get this up to silver, and then Iron Grip, I was gonna get this up to gold. So this is gonna help out, you know, catching the traffic, things of that nature. Now with the Showdown abilities, we do have Inside Shade, which basically helps out with kind of like when you press and kind of want to stick to your man. This Inside Shade is gonna help out a lot. I don't actually love it. I would actually rather have on this short route KO. Defense with this ability force more catch tackle knockouts on pass within 10 yards line of scrimmage. If you can get this, I would say this is the #1 thing you do want to get. Basically, you get this by getting like interceptions, things like that. No matter the mode, you have to get interceptions. This is going to be the best defensive ability right here is short route KO. Right after that, also secure tackler. This is also one of the best ones also. If you're playing only the 1v1 mode, I would say we go Inside Shade and go short route KO. But if you're a Showdown guy, I would say short route KO and then secure tackle. So you actually make tackles in Showdown. So that's what I would say going for the ability. The final last thing we gotta talk about is gonna be the animations, boys. Something new that EA added this year is gameplay animations. Well, new ones here. So what you'll see is ball carry styles. The one that I use is the bread loaf. Yes. This is by far my favorite one in the game right now. You cover a lot of ground with it, and it just looks tough also. So yes, bread loaf, I think is the best one. And then right after that, the loco run style is gonna be sprinter. This one I think is the best one in the game, looks the best, and I just think it's the best also. It doesn't give you like a crazy advantage, but once again, this is just what I use and what I think is the best and looks the best on top of that. Now, right after that is the wide receiver animation. So you see right here, the wide receiver 2-point stance. I have the slight lean. I think this is the toughest one in the game right now. Also, I do know the, I think it's the low hands. Wait, no, it's not this one. It is the, which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, upright low hands. This one's also pretty tough also. This was pretty tough. The upright relax is pretty tough also. So really could go with any of these three. Honestly, I might just change to the upright low hands. I think this is actually one of the best ones. It's really similar to the other one too, but yes, either of these three are the best animations for your wide receiver. All right there, boys, essentially everything for the build. Now, y'all boys let me know, like I said, what build y'all want me to do next. Overall, once again, I think this is the best overall build right now, especially day one, without EA doing all the extra stuff where they add that like level 60 and all that type of stuff. And once again, just how everything is right now, with everybody being a low level, I think the wide receiver one is the best overall build right now. Realistically, with this game, it's really all about timing. I've realized this, you know, playing since yesterday. A lot of the stuff that happens in this game is all about timing. So whether you catch a pick, whether you catch the ball, whether you make a tackle, all that type of stuff, it's so much about timing this year. It's not even funny. So it's definitely a huge emphasis on that. Y'all let me know if y'all want to see, like, you know, some defensive tip videos. I'll probably drop one either today or tomorrow with, you know, guarding some of the, you know, meta stuff you'll see in Showdown. Let me know if y'all want to see a best way to level up in this game. Like I said, I might be a 9 overall. So let me know if y'all want to see the best way to level up right now. But hey, like I said, that's the build. Let me know where y'all be using it. Hey, boys, that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, more bangers just like this one. Until next time, peace.